weekend, my free Robinfly followers. Here I am at the Parisima Creek Redwood Preserves in the Bay Area, California. I've been really hitting the hikes and finding all the awesome redwoods because we don't have those in San Diego. The trail, it's like a 6-mile hike. I'm hoping to go here this weekend. Let me see if I could turn this around so you can see the other side. I'm not quite sure how to do it. Let me just show you this way. So beautiful. My gosh, it brings me so much peace. I don't know how people live in the city, even though I love San Francisco and I've had so much fun in other cities, and I'm sure I'll fall in love with other ones. Anyway, I'm here because I've been having an awful day. The gods are against me today, but I'm thankful that tomorrow is my favorite holiday, St. Patty's, and I'm sure it'll be better. I'm sure it will be. Anyway, this blog post is about traveling abroad when you're bigger. And I may end up really focusing on that. Again, I'm trying to figure out, what my focus should be. And that seems like a given. I'm sure, everyone notices it. So I wanted to talk first off about why it works for me now. When I had lost weight and gotten to more traditional body hot status, I noticed that a lot more men targeted me and I didn't feel safe and I wasn't able to do stuff as much. It finally made sense to me when people talk about how women shouldn't go places alone or that kind of thing. And that really hurt because I'm very adventurous and I'm very independent and I do most stuff by myself. So being bigger allows me more freedom. If anything, I'm invisible. So I'm 5'10", I'm not invisible. And I'm a little eccentric if you couldn't tell. But I'm sure you catch my drift, what I'm saying. Anyway, and it's a good balance at this point because I think just age and my confidence, and I still hold enough of what people consider decently attractive for me to not get totally hated on. Although I definitely get a lot of comments from people. I just can handle it better. It sucks to not know where I'm safe or what I could say, when I'm traveling as far as standing up for myself. But hopefully I won't get carried away with my mouth. I used to be such a people pleaser. Now all of a sudden it's like all that's built up inside of me and I'm just ready to stick up for myself all the time. Anyway, hey, I live life to the fullest and I have fun and I'm very nurturing and I have the body now to be more nurturing. I could tell people feel that unless women are intimidated by me. People come at me in a more real way than being so distracted by my looks where they just don't care. I experienced that a little and I saw that happen a lot to my friends that were considered to have super hot bodies. And that used to be part of my insecurity is I really wanted all hot friends. And that's makes me sad to admit that, but it's true. Anyway, we all have the negatives thrown in our face, but there are still a lot of positives. On both sides, there's always negatives and positives. We know that, but sometimes we need a reminder. And with all the weight prejudice, the last acceptable prejudice, no one really points out the good, at least not enough. And there is good to it, like more tight, less sagging. If you lose weight, there's definitely sagging. But oh, trust me, I don't have a problem with getting that stuff fixed. The mommy makeover is the way to go, and I ain't even a mommy. Well, we'll see if that ever happens. I just want to be as healthy as I can, overall wellness. I wasn't living a great life when I was just completely hyper-focused on fitness and nutrition. I didn't really have a social life, so it killed my quality of life in a different way. And a lot of us are bigger because of things like genetics or really hard things we've gone through or medications. I could say yes to all of the above, but I do have a problem with binging. I admit that, but I do the best I can. And if people have a problem with that, I don't really care as much anymore because I do love my body. I've learned to love my body. And I do think it took being on both sides. But the travel, it's harder for stuff like things are made to not be big. They're made for smaller, like airplanes. And I'm an Amazon. I'm not just wide, I'm tall. So I don't know how men do it. And I'm sure there's countries it's going to work out better, but I don't know. I try to use it as part of my personality. And so I'm just, maybe because I'm 39, I've had a lot of life to experience how to make it a happy thing and how to make it work for me. So I'm sure I'll write about it a lot more in detail in the blog post. It's working on it. I've been working on it. This is one that's really hitting home, having a lot of meaning to me, and I really want to stick up and advocate for other women out there because there's no way, especially for American women, to really fully feel good about themselves if society wins. There's always a reason why we're going to feel bad about ourselves, because that's what we're told to feel in order, to sell product and for control and all these horrible things. So we're just really set up for failure, and I want to teach people how to love themselves. I think my confidence, I know that, some people that come from my level of not being accepted and being hated on and insecurity and all that good stuff, there's a few different ways we go, but I was lucky to find strength in that and to become one of the most confident people out there. And a lot of that comes from other things, the things I've accomplished and proving a lot to myself. So it all comes into play. Anyway, like always, I beg you, please comment on my blog posts, or even on just on my page, on photos, on videos. It really helps support me and let me know who's paying attention, keep me going, and what people are liking and what they're not. So I guess that's it for this time, and I hope to talk to you soon. I'll try to get some pictures of my St. Patty's Day costume with you tomorrow. All right, thanks again.